Hey everyone, I'm a silly little goober. I forgot to pre-record a Yapping session video. Yeah, I'm a silly little goober. Oh, I'm a silly little goober. So, this is the Yapping session now. How you all doing? You doing good? Took a walk this morning, this afternoon actually. I woke up really late. Had a blessed amount of sleep. And I bought some things. As you see from here, I got Rose and Camilla. It's basically an old game from the PC days, around 2010s. It's made by WayForward. It's an entire collection. It's basically an over-dramatic version of a slap fest. It's really good. I got it. I got another Code Recollection, and I got 2 more Airy games. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. We're going to talk about, you guys probably have seen, if I'm going to upload as soon as I can, I finally made my promise and did the first video of Yoshi's Island. Now, Yoshi's Island. I don't know if I'm going to be able to 100% the entire game. To be fair, I have to worry about other projects already enough, so I really don't know if I'm going to 100% Yoshi's Island. I'm going to try to, but it probably might not be successful. To be fair, you guys probably already seen it. Yoshi's Island, if people have a history with Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island is somewhat of a very simple game. But if you tried 100% a Yoshi game, players will tell you the exact same thing I'm about to tell you. Good fucking luck. The difficulty just becomes astronomically higher when you try to collect every single thing collectible in a Yoshi game. It's like a Kirby game. I swear to God. They are the most simplest games ever if you don't collect the collectibles. But the moment you decide, hey, I'm going to try to 100% the game, it becomes increasingly harder. For no reason. I don't get it. And I never will. But, yeah, I got 4 more games in my giant library of games I already wanted to play. The reason why I got the 2 Airy games, I always wanted to get these, the sequels of Calm Mind. I think I have the first one. I just never got these sequels. Hold on, let me see if I have Calm Mind. Give me a moment. I know I have Beyond Time. I know I got New Frontier. Let me look through my Airy games here. I know. Hold up. I know they're around here somewhere. Yes, you can see some familiar games I played on the channel. Others, not so much. Yes, I have the Plus Origins. It was actually in-game DLC that I bought into this game. So no worries. It's in there. It's in. I got it. I also got Wavetail. This is a game I've always wanted to play. I will eventually play Wavetail and Enter the Gungeon and all these stuff eventually. Down the road, just gotta slowly get through it. Yes, I have the Early Birds Airy. I did promise I will play an Airy game at some point. Down the road, I will. There's Calm Mind. There's Calm Mind. There's the Early Bundle. There's Path of Corruption. Lost Hero. Where else? Yeah, I just have a lot of Airy games. Oh, there's Dreamscape, and there's Air of Old Memories. I got a lot of Airy games. And there's still more I have not bought. There's Vikings, there's Cyber City, the newest one. There's a paper airplane version. But yeah, this is at this point, this is a way of life. This is just a way of life. I will get to most of these games at some point down the road. Will I have to rush? Absolutely. Will it be painful for me? Probably. So, a lot of people have, you probably saw the emulator. I don't know if that's going to last long, because you know Nintendo's track history with emulators. Let's just pray to God no one spreads as many videos on YouTube before Nintendo starts to notice. I will try to at least. I think I'll do a LP at one point, but I did promise I would do Amnesia. I was going to do OG Zelda. I was going to do, I think, Mega Man 5 down the road. I did promise a lot of the games I will play. Those games will happen. They will. I just gotta get through a bunch of built-up shit I've been burying myself with down the road first. To be fair, I have way too many games. And this is my own fault, because me and my brother are really antsy, and we want to be able to play as many games on our channels as we can. I just need to balance them and get a little bit better. And I've been getting better with, like, some of the bonus vids, I can say at least. I have been working hard. I will tell you, the drafts are just getting bigger again, and I'm doing it on purpose. And I've been taking breaks. I've been keeping up my promises. Now, for the big one. And I know a lot of people are like, hey, you need to get a better setup. I've said this so many times. I'm not going to repeat it again. It's up to me. I don't know. To be fair, I never dreamed of actually becoming a bigger YouTuber, for that matter. That's why I never really gave a shit about quality for my YouTube videos. And a lot of people on YouTube are probably the same way. They just want to, like, put stuff on the internet. They just want to, like, enjoy what they want to enjoy. And I actually admire those guys, that they're a lot stronger than me, to be honest. That they can just take the hate and just push it away like dust to the wind. I'm honestly very envious of them, that they can just do that. I can't. That's just how I am. But I also wanted to talk about a few more things here. So, in Magikarp Jump, I did buy an iPhone, an Apple thing. I'm going to put money in the game. I'm not proud of myself. But you've probably seen from the 100 videos, I'm struggling. It's starting to become a pattern. I had enough. I'm like, alright, I'm taking the easy way out. I'm trying to get the my dime thing so I can get diamonds, so I can get the other Pokemon, so I can just make my run in the game a little bit smoother down the road. And I did talk about in, I think, a Splatoon video. Those videos won't even be up until for a very long time, because you know me with drafts. I try to slowly upload everything one at a time. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. The last time I did that was not fun. I've been trying to at least do like 6 to 8 videos a day now, just so it's not too convoluted. But, sorry for the late yapping session. I woke up late, but I'm glad I did. I got sleep, so I feel happy. I feel good. I went on a walk, talked to myself, able to put my thoughts together. I feel a little bit happy about that. I just need to get some more food in, and I need to get a little Magikarp Jump and some other stuff in, and I should say this day was a little successful. Now, there is a lot of stuff I do want to get down the road. Yoshi's Island is going to be a little project. I still need to go down to Final Fantasy VI Super Nintendo. Multiverses is coming up in another month, and I need to go back to Street Fighter VI. Now, I will have to divide my work, divide and conquer, where I have to focus on a few games at a time. I've been doing this with, like, F-Zero 99 and Game Builder Garage and Splatoon 3, just adding bits and pieces here and there as I keep going. And there will be a game in some week that I'm just more inclined to focus on, like how I was with a little bit of Mugen Souls and with Magikarp Jump. That's just how I've always been. If I'm stupidly interested in a game, I want to keep that pressure in before it dies out. That's just how I've always been. So if I'm really, really, really stubbornly inspired to finish a game, I will do it. And that's the game that will get finished. Now on to better things. Now to other stuff. You guys have seen that I have a lot of ways to have a lot of games and a lot of videos. There will be a lot of stuff down the road, and I did promise a few friends of certain games. Let's talk about a certain friend of mine, and you've probably seen him in the comments. He's been in a few videos. Muffin XL Pro XL. He's been a good friend. He sends a lot of stuff on Discord, and He's a good friend. He really is a great friend. I just don't know how to talk to the guy. I'm sorry, Muffin. You rarely talk. I can't have good conversations with you if you can't put something in there. And there's probably some stuff I need to talk to the guy too. Like, my friend. My guy. I already see so many problems with you, my friend. You can't just force your friends to do shit. You can't force them to play games they can't play. Everyone has limitations, including yourself. Just because you can complete Pretty 1 so easily on a PSP, the smallest fucking screen ever, doesn't mean your friend with a bigger screen can do it. Everyone has their limits, and everyone has their weaknesses and strengths. You just need to pull it from together to be able to get it to work. Now, my friend, Muffin, I know you wanted some certain games from my brother, and I'm going to address this, because, my brother, hasn't addressed it him. My brother's human. He can only do so frickin' much, man. I might play those Japanese games. And I'll figure it out. The videos are going to probably be longer and be silent because I'm going to be trying to translate in real time most of the games. So if the games are long as fuck, that's because I'm trying to translate what the fuck they're saying so I can read dialogue and so I can understand how the game works. So, there is a certain game he does want me to play, his friend Muffin. I will get to that game. I did promise him I will play that game. And maybe a little sooner than he thinks. I'm not going to tell him when it's going to show up. Because I'm going to shadow drop it. And I'm not going to say anything. It's just going to pop up. He'll know what game it is. It's just going to pop up. Now, there's something else I've talked about on the channel in the past. If you'll remember, I played a game on the channel called Bear's Restaurant. It was a little while ago. It was one of the very few, dozens of LPs I did on the channel. And I did say, at some point in the summer, I wanted to play the sequel. I think now that time has come. I will start to play that sequel again. I will play the sequel, as well as Mario 64, Zelda, Amnesia, which is right there, as you see there, and I will finish up some certain projects. Now, just like in the earlier few months, when you saw me return to Goose Game and Art of Fighting 1, I will be going back to certain projects. These projects include the Deadman 2 and 3, Legend of the Dark Witch. I'm going to try to go back to 1, 2, and 3. Just for bonus stuff and for stuff I haven't talked over and explain about things. I might show off, I might go on the internet to show off new costumes for Mega Man X Dive. Maybe I'll talk about that. I did say I would go back to Ninjala, so we're going to go back to that, but that's only if I'm done with Splatoon 3. Also, I've done some Among Us videos, but to be fair, looking back at some of the drafts, I'm not proud of those Among Us vids. I was my laziest and at my lowest. So I will be returning to Among Us for a little bit to try to make some good gameplay for the last few vids. And I've been thinking about certain other projects I want to go back to as well, like Pokemon Unite to do a few more vids, Fall Guys to do a few more vids, and games like the Street Pass, Rusty's Real Deal. Yeah, I know. That's huge. I'm thinking about going back to Rusty's Real Deal and finishing the game after 4 years. I have been thinking about it. I will return. It just might not be that good, in my opinion. It just might not be that great, but I'll try, and we'll see how that goes. I'll also try to complete the missions in NES Remix. It's probably going to be hell. I'll try to do it. I might get pissed. I might break shit, but it will happen as well. Now, that's all from me. Basically, I'm going to be juggling between finishing projects. Will I be able to do Bros Versus? I don't know. Probably by all these projects and stuff like that, I'm going to be playing a shitload of Bros Versus so I can just play for fun again for a while. But I don't know when that's going to happen. I know it's going to be in the summer. Summer, I'm going to try to at least do as many Bros versus videos with my brother Joseph, as well as do more Minecraft Dungeons bonus videos, Mugen Souls bonus videos, and some other stuff as well. I think on my channel, for my brother's JoJo vids, what I'm going to do is that for his playthroughs, if we do them, I'm just going to upload them on my channel and just make them Bros versus vids. If that's okay with like everyone else, I'm going to talk about it with my brother, just so I have more Bros versus content to use, and I will just flip over from there. So I hope we had a good understanding, and yes, I will be going back to a few videos to do some multiplayer stuff with Bert Joe, with my brother. But I'm going to talk to him about it, and I'm not going to force him if he doesn't really want to go back to a few games and maybe just do some stuff together as brothers and just have some fun and maybe record a little. Alright, I think I had the yapping session of a goddamn century. I mean, this is the shortest yapping session I've ever had, but I gotta upload this quick, so it's up. And to the guy that's been commenting on my videos, I thank you so much, my friend. You've been really good. For other people who've commented in the past, I hope you all are doing well. I don't want to do call-outs, because, you know, some of you are people, and I want to respect your privacy. So I'm sorry if I did, and I'm sorry for calling you out sometimes. Sometimes I just need help. That's why I like scream in the videos, like, hey, help me, please, because your advice really has helped me in the past. For some of you guys, some of it, not all of it, a few has helped me, and I do appreciate you guys for sticking around with me and my stupid shit for so long. You guys have been with me for the last 4 years. This November going to be the 5th year, but it's been longer for me because I've been doing YouTube since 16. I've done like an old channel, but I deleted it because of the fear of Kappa. You know, back in the day when Kappa was a thing. If y'all remember that. That was before COVID, so if y'all remember Kappa, that was a huge thing on YouTube a few years ago, and still somewhat of a thing to this day. Yeah, I did have an old channel. I deleted it out of fear, and I've been doing stuff on this channel since. I did get to at least a few older games on my channel. Not every game, but I'm going to try to at least post some of the older stuff I did back in the day, as well as newer stuff, and newer games, and I can't wait to do that. So, thank you all for listening to my yapping session. Now, excuse me, I need to rest my voice, put some money into my phone, and play some Magikarp Jump. I'll see you all in a few minutes. Well, I'll just see you guys when I post vids. And I will do another yapping session video, maybe like a week from now. Whenever the hell I feel like it. Thank you for listening to this TED Talk. See you all later. And yes, Zelda LP. Soon. I don't know. Maybe around April 28th, 29th. Whenever I feel like it. Maybe after Action 52 is all done and recorded. I don't know. Bye, everyone.